Morning guys, up and at 'em, Friday morning. Out there doing it. Sun's up, beautiful day out, 63 degrees out here. This is Florida at its best right here. It's beautiful out, beautiful day for getting out early morning and feeling that little bit of coolness in the air. Still, I'd like it cooler, but you'd think different when you see people out here walking with coats on and jerseys and that. But hey, right, everybody feels the weather differently. I happen to like the cold. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a subject today all around relationships, particularly toxic relationships. Been cropping up a little bit. And when you're in a relationship and your conscious mind knows that it's toxic, it sees it. It's the why we stay in there. And I'm not saying to leave or anything like that. Everything is choice. Everybody has their own choices. we all have the choice to stay in that relationship, or we can leave, or we can accept. I mean, there's many different things there, which I always suggest getting with a therapist and working on those areas, but also talk to the therapist or guide or whoever you may see about the reasons why you're there. Get guidance, try and find out the reasons why. A lot of it can track back to emotions that you didn't pick up as a kid, emotionally detached parents. It could be anything like that. It could be that you put down a lot sometimes, and there's security you find security and believe it or not, in the toxic relationship, because that piece is the piece that you're looking for, security. But around the outside of it is toxic, and it's a choice, like I say. But you may want to choose to look at it, find out reasons why you stay there. Maybe if the other person's working on themselves too, then great. I mean, it shows that you're both respecting yourselves, and you're both respecting the relationship of wanting to work on things. That's awesome. And then there's sometimes when, me included, where I've put my hand up and said, yep, I'm to blame for that. But then that means taking on responsibility for your actions, and I have no problem with that. It's something that you've got to work on that too. Responsibility is another one of those subjects that it's when you take on responsibility, and then you've got to go and say the sorry, and I've done it. But it's seeing where we may have, it's a two-way street, so it's seeing where we may be going wrong too. But it takes two people to work on each other. And if it's one-sided and it's really imbalanced, and you're really not liking where you are, normally when people start to find themselves a little bit, they start to look at themselves within the relationship a little bit closer. So look at self, make yourself a list, the things that you're looking for in a relationship, the things that you're getting in the relationship. See if they match, see those things that you can accept. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's give and take, balance, right? Yin and yang. I've been married 28 years, and if you think there's no yin and yang in there, you're mistaken. Relationships is, you've got to put the work in. It's a matter of looking at the other person's emotions too and seeing where they're coming from. Maybe they say some things that may not resonate with you, but instead of getting angry, try and look at it from where they may be getting it from. And if they're working on themselves, like my wife does too. My wife goes to therapy, and it's a matter of having faith, trusting the process, but looking on their side and seeing where it may be coming from. And then you get a little bit more of an understanding, and then you don't get so angry yourself. But morning. But if you're in one of those relationships and you can't figure out why you're staying there, then that's within. That's something that you may not have got when you were younger. So look at it. Find out the reasons why. Take a look where you stand within that relationship. You're two individuals in that relationship, remember. Sharing each other. It's not a matter of us being in a relationship and pleasing the other person totally. It's a two-way street. So do the work, guys. Stay the course. Namaste.